Hello, everyone. Ashley Oz here. This isn't the most beautiful background, but this is what I have for today. So, hello, everyone. Okay, we are waiting for John Melton to hop on here super quick. So, we'll see. I have my phone turned differently, so we're going to see if this works. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to find out. And you know what? I probably can't see comments. Oh man, this is going to be awesome, you guys. I have been loving doing these A-lister interviews with the top social retailers in the business. John, let me know if you're on here. I'm inviting, oops, there we go. John wants to approve. Are you ready? Send invite. Let's see if he hops on, if I did this correctly. Hello.
Why is it not turning?
Is it not? Wait, no, we're sideways now. There you go. I
So
turn my
I'm
phone
sideways. Am I?
Yeah, it looks good, right? You just turn your phone sideways. You don't have to, I don't think. I turn my phone sideways.
Okay, so hold on. So for you right now, I don't know how to say it. Like you're right side. I'm sideways for me, but am I sideways for you?
Oh no, you look the same as me. We're both up and down. Right, guys?
I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now. Like I'm literally, it's so
Does
weird.
it not look right? Well, let's see.
No, but
Let
here's
me check on my other
thing.
phone.
As
Hold
long
on.
as you can
Let me
see me,
grab.
as long as you can see me, that's all that matters.
I can see you, but I want to make sure that you're hopefully you're wrong. Oh no, it looks good. Look at us. We look good.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Hold on. I'm going to take a picture of this just so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is hilarious. This is what I'm seeing. Can you see that? Hold on.
Oh, I bet that is,
It's
yeah, okay.
all good though. It's all good.
Though.
As long as everybody else can see, I don't need to look at myself anyway. So that's
yes,
all that
Jane
matters. So
says
funny.
it looks good. Perfect. And Barbara, all right. Hello, John. Thank you so much for hopping on with me live today. I'm super excited. I know we've done a couple lives before. Every time we do it, like, I love interviewing you. It's always fire. Like, all of my followers love John Melton because I talk about you all the time. So thank you so much for being here. So you guys, these little A-lister interviews, these are so much fun. I don't know if you guys got to see, like, I interviewed Michelle Churchill and Wes Bewley, and now we're going to talk to John Melton. These are the A-listers in social retail, like the creme de la creme. These people, like, know how to grow a business. And in fact, I actually sought out John Melton because he was literally like, he was envisioning what I wanted. I wanted all the time freedom. I wanted to go to Egypt like John was when I first ran across him. His company had sent him to Egypt and he was out there with his family and like they were in like Bali. And I'm like, you travel a lot. Like I've been in network marketing for 7.5 years and I haven't been sent anywhere. What are you doing? So really funny. I reached out to him. I tried to find our very first text message, but I was literally like, it was on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, who are you? Question mark. Like, I've been doing this for this long and I don't get to do all this stuff. Like, what's up? And we started talking. I tried some products, learned more about social retail and like the difference in social retail and MLM and the compensation plan. And I was like, my socks were knocked off. It was amazing. I started using the products. I lost over 30 pounds. I got my gut health, my health back. I became more confident. And then I caught the vision of this social retail and growing an MBA and sharing it with other people so they can do the same thing. So that's where all of this like envisioned from. Like it literally started because of him, John Melton. And he creates this system that I do that we all totally crush it at here. Okay. So John Melton, hello. Can you share with us your journey, how you found social retail, all the things? Please share with us your story because you're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And first of all, what's up, y'all? I see we got about 27 people on right now. So smash that heart button. Let us know where you're coming in from. I'm also noticing my shirt is actually backwards, but it's supposed to say be 10 times bolder. Or maybe it's this way. Yeah. Be 10 times bolder. It's my buddy Cesar Rodriguez shirt. I love wearing this because this is what it's all about, right? It's being bold, loud, proud, being excited and passionate about something. And would you guys agree? Ashley's got a little bit of passion. She's got a little bit of excitement. And this is why she's having success, because she's been able to go out there and build a business that aligns with her and has helped her get results both physically and financially. And to me, that's what it's all about. That's why I got involved in this space 22 years ago, because I was broke, busted, and disgusted, no background in business, no business being in business. But I was very open-minded. I really wanted to find an opportunity that could reward me both financially, but also give me purpose, give me the ability to travel and have the lifestyle. I always tell people I'm freedom motivated. Now, when I first got involved 22 years ago, I probably should point out that I was more money motivated because I didn't have any money. You don't have any money, all you care about is making money. But once I started making money, I realized, because I made a lot of money in the mortgage industry. Let me know in the comments if you ever did real estate or any like high-end like sales type job. It's all performance based. So like you can make a lot of money, but it's also very stressful, and you can have a really good month and then like a really bad month, depending on the rates and depending on what's going on in the market. And at the end of the day, if I didn't close a loan, I didn't get paid. If I didn't close a loan, I didn't get paid. There was no hourly or salary. It was 100% commissions. Now this was, about 20 years ago. But at the end of the day, the market back then was kind of like the market we just came out of, where the rates were really good. And, people were practically order takers. They were just like on the phone, just like taking orders. It was so easy to sell. Once the rates went up, now it's, much more competitive. Now it's a lot less people are refinancing. And that's all I really did back then was refinancing. And I kind of felt like this isn't what I want to do when I grow up. I'm like I don't feel that fulfillment and joy being a mortgage banker. Like it just wasn't for me. So I got back into network marketing, and I was with the company for about 7 years. I fired my boss in 2008. Sometimes people are like, what does that mean, you fired your boss? I quit my job. It's not that complicated. It's just a joke, okay? Play on words. All right. I didn't fire my boss. I quit my job. All right. But firing your boss sounds cooler. How many of you would love to fire your boss? Let me know in the comments. But I fired my boss. I went full-time in network marketing. That was 2008. Then I was with that one company till 2013, 7 years total, 5 years full-time. The problem was, Ashley, it was very offline. So I'm like home meeting presentations every night. I'm like a traveling warrior, like out on the road, and Nadia was too. So like every night we're out doing these meetings, and, we're getting home super late, and someone else is basically raising my son and my daughter. And, it's okay when they're like babies, right? But once my son started going to school, especially once he was in like first grade, like I remember we'd pick him up from school, and then we have to like drop him off with my mom or, Nadia's family, and like rush off and go do meetings. And that was every single night and every Saturday. And I was just like, man, there's got to be a better way. And that's when I started paying attention to social media. That's when we started building an online brand, learning attraction marketing, which I do the air quotes because back then I didn't know what that meant. I just knew I didn't want to continue to have to go out there and do all these presentations and pitch people in other people's living rooms. I used to always say God must want me to drive, because I was driving all over like Pennsylvania and the middle of nowhere, West Virginia, where you only have like cell phone reception, and going into DC and Virginia, sometimes really nice, rich neighborhoods, and sometimes really, really, really bad neighborhoods. Like we were all over the place. And I just kind of felt like this is not what I want to do long term. Like I love network marketing. I love that it's like personal development with a comp plan attached. Mm-hmm. The more you work on you and develop yourself and develop your confidence and your belief and your skills, the more money you make, the more you can help people. But I was like, I really want the and life. I got this from Ray Higdon one time. It's like, you can be a great dad or you could get rich. Like you can't do both. Like, why not? Why can't I have both? And that's what social media and being able to build an online business. Like I'm literally in my bedroom right now. Like this is, I'm in my bedroom. It's like such a cool thing that I can build this multi-million-dollar international business, but I can do it from home. I can leverage technology. And I think most of us at this point, obviously you have a Facebook, right? You wouldn't be seeing this if you didn't have a Facebook. Most of us probably have 3, 4, 5 different social media apps. You look at Ashley, like she's leveraging TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. She shows up every day telling her story, providing value, generating leads, generating sales from complete strangers that are different cities, states, countries, even continents. Like that's pretty cool. Is it easy? listen, there's no such thing as easy money. Anytime you see an easy money opportunity, it's probably sleazy money. There's probably something, yeah, run away, exactly. But this is worth it. I'm not saying it's easy. It is hard. It's challenging. But I also like to say it like this, like compared to what? When I was doing mortgages, 100% commission, like literally dialing for dollars every day, to me, that was a lot harder. I don't think most people would make 100 calls a day. I don't think most people would be okay with, some months making $0. Like that was just the business we were in. It was very stressful. I mean, Ashley, I could literally work on a loan for 6 months. The day of closing, the person backs out because of some random reason, and all that 6 months was for nothing. Yeah. Like that kind of sucked, right? Going out and doing home meetings every night. I'm just telling y'all, listen, when I hear someone say, oh, I did a post and I didn't get a lot of likes or I didn't get a lot of views on my video, I'm like, oh, boo-hoo. Imagine driving 3 hours to go to a meeting in rush hour traffic and nobody shows up. And as you're backing out of the driveway to go back home, that person that hosted the meeting quits. They're faxing in their resignation. They're like, I don't want to do this. So it depends on what you compare it to, right? But at the end of the day, I love the fact that we can build an online business and work with amazing people all over the world, helping people with the product, but then also helping people with the opportunity, whether it's extra money or significant money. All of that is here. And you have the mentorship and the community where we all work together.
Yes, I love that. I remember in my last company, I would drive like 2 hours, and I would do this like every weekend. I drive 2 hours. I mean, they might have one person there, two people there, maybe one person would enroll, maybe they didn't. And I'm like, there has got to be something different than all these I mean, it's kind of fun. Like I know as we went through, COVID and stuff, like, it was in the meetings and it just didn't happen, which is where all this like breakthrough happened, and you don't have to do the in-person meetings and the Zooms, and you have different tools now, and it's a lot easier. But I would go and I'd come home, my husband would be like, how much money did you make? And I'm like, nothing. He'd be like, you were gone for 6 hours. So, and yeah, it's totally different now.
I planted a lot of seeds though.
Yeah, I totally remember saying that. It's okay, it's gonna be worth it in the future. And oh my gosh, okay. So I love that. So can you tell me, so I mean, I forgot to mention this, you guys, like John Melton, I mean, he's been in this industry for over 20 years. He's a 7-figure-a-year earner. He has the biggest social retail team like here, and like I am on this team, right? And he created the duplicatable systems, all the things. Now, John, obviously there's a difference in like me, where like I would say, and maybe some people don't like the word hustle, but I'm like in hustle mode. Like I got lots of energy. I will gladly work 6-7 hours a day. I don't complain. I love it. I have a system. To me, it's easy. It's my favorite thing ever. Obviously, like when you started, like what does it look like now? Like what is your typical day as a social retailer? Yeah. Like what does it look like?
Well, I mean, I think, you hit the nail on the head. Like you're hustling, you're building it full time, you've created a full-time income, like you're crushing, right? I think, you and Michelle both are over like 50,000 this month in personal sales, which is just, it's just silly. I don't even understand how that's possible. It's unbelievable. You guys sell more in a month than I sell in a whole year, probably times 2 or 3. But I think what's beautiful is you can take it at your pace. Most people getting started are going to be very, very part-time, spare time. Even if it's 3 hours a week, 5 hours a week, like create a schedule. Now if you're on our team, we have systems, training, checklists, scripts, post ideas. Like we give you everything you need to be successful. In fact, if anything, people say when they first get started, like, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm like, that's good. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's good to be overwhelmed. Would you rather be underwhelmed? And you're like, this is it. This is all you guys do. Make a list and call people and invite them to a meeting. Like that sucks. That's what we used to do. So believe me, back in the day, it was way more underwhelming because the systems were not in place. We had no tools, no videos, no ATM system. And I didn't create all of this by myself. This is the collective effort of a lot of geniuses in our company, on our team, sideline from our team, within our organization, in our upline. Like we have a lot of amazing people that we get to work with. We're so blessed. But that's what I love. It's the collective genius. We all work together to help each other. So if someone says, well, I mean, I can't work it 6 to 7 hours a day like Ashley. And it's funny. Sometimes people will be like, wow, you work a lot. And it's like, what? What do you mean I work a lot? Again, compared to what? There's 24 hours in a day. So when someone says like, oh, you work a lot, it's like, well, how much do you work your job? Most people have a job. They work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Like, what are we even talking about? And you're never getting stop showing up for work tomorrow, and what happens? Yeah, not only do you not get paid, you get fired. I mean, let's keep it 100. So with this business, if you stop working, your customers are not all going to stop ordering because you stop doing videos, right? If I stop working my business, like you said, we're going to Egypt or we're going somewhere in the world traveling, right? Dubai is my favorite place, which is actually where we went. We didn't go to Egypt. We went to Dubai, just to be clear. But yeah, same difference, right? We went to a desert city in the Middle East. Like, it was insane and it was amazing. It was so fun. And we got to do all this like cool stuff we would have never done, and memories and experiences and networking. It was just this incredible mastermind. Thanks to Rob Sperry. But he put it on. It was so cool. And guess what? Like, the whole time I was there, opposite time zone. It was like 9 hours ahead. Like, as I'm like, we're going out to dinner, everybody's waking up. You understand? Like, opposite time zone the whole time. And by the way, it was 9 hour time difference for the East Coast. So West Coast and, you know, Midwest, like you can imagine, it was like 9 to 12 hour time difference in that regard. But, you know, the fact is, this what was so beautiful, like, our business was still flourishing while we were out of town for that, whatever, 10 days, right? You can build it up, take a step back, which we've had a lot of people over the last year. They kind of slowed down. They took a step back. Like, you know, they had different things going on. Maybe, you know, you talked about COVID, right? During COVID, there were people that, you know, because of COVID had to make some shifts and pivots in their life. And, you know, but because they built up something that pays them a reoccurring income from people reordering a consumable product, they still had an income there. You know, even if they did take a step back, even if they had some things going on, they had personal things, they had health challenges, family challenges. Once you build it, you're still earning income because you have customers that are still ordering. Like, your customers, this is kind of funny when you think about it, Ashley, but your customers that are ordering from you, they don't even know who John Melton is, nor do they care, right? They don't know who Michelle Barnes is or some of these other people like the Zaleckis that are a part of our upline lineage. Like, they don't know or care about those people and whether or not they're working. That's the beauty in building a business like this. Now, is it hard? Sure. But again, compared to what? See, I don't ask if something is hard. I ask if something's worth it. And here's how I look at it. The next 5 to 10 years are going to pass anyway. You know, I was talking to a woman this morning. She's like, I used to be in your company. I was like, oh man, when? She was like, 2019. I'm like, wow, imagine if you didn't quit. You know, she's like, like, what would your business look like if you kept going and didn't give up from 5 years ago? And it's kind of like, look, you can be regretful or say, oh, I wish I didn't give up. I wish I would have stuck with it. Or you could say, well, what if I got started again? What could life look like? Not just what could my finances look like? What could my business look like? What could my life look like in 5 years if this time around I stick with it?
Yeah. And there's a big thing too, like for me when I started, because when you say, oh, when you come in and, you know, you get overwhelmed, it took me a little while, but I didn't give up. I figured out my system exactly every single day, what I'm going to do. Like, oh, when are you going to fit it in? Do it when your family's sleeping. I get up at 5 a.m. Mountain Time. I do my lives at 6 a.m. Mountain Time. Family doesn't get up till 7. I've done more in the morning than my family does like all day. Well, by the time they get home from an 8-hour school, right? So, I mean, when you, as you figure out your system and you roll with it, and sometimes you have to tweak and, you know, different things, but
what time,
I mean,
how do you go to bed?
like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. But so see, like, because some people will say, they say this to me sometimes. You probably heard, well, when do you sleep? I'm like, I sleep 8 hours a night.
8 hours
Like,
a
what
night.
do you need? Yeah. Now you wake up a lot earlier than I do. I wake up like between 6 and 7. But, you know, waking up at 5 a.m. might sound like really early. Like, wow, waking up 2 hours before everybody else in the house. But she's going to bed at 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Getting 8 hours of, like, how much sleep do you need? Again, there's 24 hours in a day, right? And the fact is, when your kids are at school, you can get a lot of work done, right? My daughter, well, my son's now in college, which is so weird. But, you know, my daughter, she's a freshman in high school, right? She's at school. I drop her off at school, and I got all day to crush. Now, I'm full-time. Ashley's full-time. I know some of you are going to go, oh, I have a full-time job. Listen, don't quit your job. Keep doing what you're doing. You can build this in the evenings. You can build it in the nooks and crannies. You can figure out a schedule that works for you. I mean, let's be honest. Those of you that have kids, come on, keep it real. Do you really want to hang out with your kids? And do your kids really want to hang out with you the entire time they're home from school? Give me a break. I mean, you don't need, let's keep it 100. I mean, you know, come on. Some of us, you know, moms and dads, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, we only need about an hour a day together.
I know.
But my point is, you figure out what works for you. In the beginning, you don't have a big following. You don't have a big customer base. You don't have a big team. You know, Ashley has enough on the table now where she can
Yeah, I
work it.
started at zero. Yeah.
Exactly. You start just like anybody else, right? I
Yeah.
started at zero over 8 years ago. I enrolled and I was like, hope other people think this is a good idea, right?
Yeah.
8 years later, tens of thousands of social marketers, hundreds of thousands of customers all over the world. I guess it worked out. But the
Yeah.
thing that I think is crazy is I still feel like we're just getting started. Like you and I
Right.
are in our prime. We're not in our 60s or 70s and thinking about retirement,
Right.
right? And I don't even think I'd ever retire anyway. Like what else am I going to do all day? Like I pretty much do what I want to do every day
You
anyway.
can like travel so much, you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, we travel all the time, but also like, you know, I play adult baseball. I play
Yeah.
pickleball. Like you know, my daughter and I are going to see the new Ghostbusters on Thursday. Can't wait to see that. So, you know, I still have all the fun and do
Yeah.
all the things. And I think many of you would probably admit that if money wasn't an issue and you didn't have to go to work every day and you could kind of create that perfect day and find something like Ashley has, something she's really passionate about, where like, yeah, the money's cool, but if you're making money, like, I don't know, sounds terrible, but if you're making money selling drugs, not so good, not so good. Yeah, you're making money. I'm watching this new show on Netflix, The Gentleman. It's so good, you know, and you know, you can make money as a drug dealer, but you probably wouldn't feel super proud about that. You'd probably end up going to jail or
Yep.
getting killed. So probably not the best idea. So when you can do something where it's like making a difference in people's lives and you
Yeah.
can earn income doing that, I can't think of a better thing to do for a living.
Yes, completely. I completely. And like for me, now I see it. I might not have really thought this in the beginning because like you said, who wants to, you know, your kids don't want to hang out with you all day. Do you want to hang out with your kids all day long type of thing? But now to me, like to me personally, the one of the saddest things would be all my kids are 11 and older, 11 to 19, okay? The saddest thing to me would be like having to miss when they have games and things.
Yeah.
They do every sport. I would be like devastated, and so would they if I was like, oh, I can't come because I have to work,
Mm,
right? And I know people deal with that, but to me I would be like so devastated. I can literally in between watching my child when they get off and someone else is playing, I can like write people, I can enroll people, I can help them get their things, and then I'm back to watch it, and I'm there and I'm present and I see it all, and I can still make money.
yeah.
Like that is the one of the best things that has ended up being one of the best things about this business for sure.
Can we also point this out? All of you should pull out your phones after this and look at your screen time.
Yep.
Because a lot of you are already spending 5, 6, 7 hours on social media or on your phone anyway. Why not
I know.
monetize it?
This will be
Why
making
not
money.
be, yeah, right. It's like if you're going to, let's just say it's 5 hours a day. All right. Now, by the way, that's 7 days a week, right? The average is 5 hours. 35 hours you're spending on your phone. So you're almost on your phone full time.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's 5 hours. I bet a lot of you are over 5 hours. Those of you that know, drop in the comments. I think mine's up around 7.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it's
mine
my
is
average.
good. I
Yeah.
remember when
But
my
it's like,
husband.
yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're on our phones, whether we're talking to our kids, we're doing like I was on the phone last night. Nadia's down in Destin. We were on FaceTime with her for like an hour last night. You know, so it's like we're always on our phones anyway. Why not be connecting, communicating, creating content, converting, all the C words, right? Earning commissions. Like, why not leverage your technology, your social media, your influence,
Yeah.
your social equity to
Yeah.
monetize and help people? Again, look, people are going to buy these products anyway. People are shopping online. People will say to me, well, why would they buy from me versus buying from GNC or buying from some other supplement company or some other collagen company? Because they don't know those companies. They know you. And people will do business with people they know, like, and trust. And they like Ashley. They trust Ashley. Now, not at first.
Yeah.
Just like me at first. I got a lot more rejection in the beginning.
Yeah.
I got a lot more no's than yeses in the beginning, and I still get rejected. But, you know, at the end of the day, it takes time to build up the credibility. It takes time to build up the influence. And, you know, to be honest with you guys, when I got started with social retail 8.5, almost 8.5 years ago, September 2015, 99% of the people that have joined my business, I did not know when I got started, and they did not. Ashley and I didn't know each other, right? You're talking about Michelle Churchill. Her and I didn't know each other 8 years ago when I got started. Most of you on here, that know me, you did not know me in 2015 when I joined. So if you say, well, my warm market stinks, that's fine. Welcome to the club. You know, the beauty is there's billions of people on social media that you can meet that are looking for you, even if they don't know you exist.
Yeah. Yes. I love it. I love it all. That was amazing. Okay. Last thing. Can you, just for, all the people on here watching, okay, we are going to ask you guys a question here in just a minute, but John, can you, so, I mean, you kind of covered a lot of it, but just to kind of reiterate, why specifically, like, what do you love best about social retail? Like, what is so amazing about this social retail concept?
Hands down, the dual-sided comp plan.
Yes.
No company out there can compete. No company out there can compete. I've seen these companies that, oh, we pay 50%. Well, their points are way less than $1. And I see companies say, oh, we pay on the dollar, but the percentage is way less. Or they're, it's like, let me see your leaderboards, right? I talked to this woman the other day, and she's, in a makeup company, and she's one of the top sellers in the whole company, and she's crushing it, but she only does like 3,000 to 4,000 a month. Oh. And yeah, which, by the way, awesome, right? She's making 50%, higher percentage than we pay out.
Yeah.
But the percentages don't matter. The points don't matter. The dollars don't matter. What matters is how much money are people making selling products. And I'll put my leaderboard and not just the sales, but how much people are making up against any company. Up against, because listen, would you rather have, this is a funny question. I said this to Tim Housen the other day. He's like, oh, I never heard that. I was like, maybe a lot of people haven't heard it. I thought everybody's heard this one. But would you rather have 100% of a grape or 50% of a watermelon?
100% of a grape or 50% of a watermelon?
What would you rather have?
I don't know. I guess 100% of a grape or 50% of a watermelon. Isn't that like the same thing?
No, 50% of a watermelon's a lot more. Like you
know
how big a grape is?
Oh, I get it. I'm thinking 100%.
Right?
Like
a tiny little grape.
Like the size of a watermelon? Okay.
Exactly. Like, so if you're looking to eat something, like I'll give you all this grape. It's 100%. You get all the grape, or you get 50% of a watermelon.
Yeah.
So the point, I know it's like, I put you on the spot there. I know at first, like, wait, I would like to have the entire, I don't want to share my grape. But the point is, if you get 50% of a watermelon, that's a lot more food than 100% of a grape. So I think I got that from Mr. Wonderful, by the way. I think it was on Shark Tank. I heard that for the first time like 10 years ago. Because there's these people that come on Shark Tank and they're like, hey, I got my company and I want all this money and I'll give you 4%. And they're like, dude, 4%? Like, listen, your company's not worth that much money. I want 30% of your company or whatever. The point is, people go on there and they want to get a deal. And sure, if you don't do a deal, you have more ownership of your company, but your company's a teeny tiny company.
Yeah.
I'll give you X amount of dollars. You got to give up all this equity. But long term, you're going to make way more money with Mr. Wonderful or Mark Cuban or one of those other sharks than you will doing it by yourself. So in a business like this, it doesn't actually matter what the percentages are, what this is, what that. What matters is how many people are actually winning. And with our dual-sided plan, what I love, it's like affiliate marketing on steroids. Because affiliate marketing, you typically only get one-time commissions for selling or promoting something. There's no leveraged income. There's no residuals. And here's the other truth. Some of these companies will say, well, we do that too. Yeah, we do that too. Yeah, we pay out money and, we got people selling a lot of product. Cool. But do you have a rank? Right? Because we actually have bronze, silver, gold, platinum, platinum 1, platinum 2, platinum 3, platinum black, which is, you're platinum black 3, right? Like there's recognition. There's an actual title that you can achieve. And people will die for recognition. Like people love to be recognized. And I think that's one of the things that makes our comp plan so unique. And then of course, 30 countries, 80 products. We're getting into all these new product categories. And, we've really revolutionized the way network marketing is done. The only companies even in momentum right now, a lot of the companies that have any type of competitive edge out there, they've all duplicated our systems, our philosophies, our dual-sided plan, leading with product, curiosity marketing, the ATM system, collagen. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And by the way, flattering, awesome, but you can either be with a copycat or the OG. Yeah, that's it.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so now with all of you guys watching on here, because I know this is going to be seen for a very long time. There's some people that came over here from John, some people from other people, some people from me. So the question that we want to ask you, okay? If we were to send you a 3-minute video that explains a little bit more about what it is that we do, would you watch it? If your answer is yes, you're going to comment below yes. Now, if you came here from John, you're going to tag John and comment yes. Okay, for me, tag me, comment yes. But if you came here, maybe somebody else directed you to this video, tag them and comment yes, and we're gonna send you a video, and we can see if this is the perfect fit for you. Okay, John,
You're so
is there anything else
good.
that you wanna add?
Well, first of all, I just want to compliment you. You are so good. I've seen you just really step into your fullest potential this last several months. You know, not only building the customer base and crushing, but then also building your team. And how many people did you enroll this month so far?
I don't know. Well, it's been that while. I
It's
don't
got to be
know.
at least like
Yeah,
seven,
yeah,
eight.
probably.
And
Yeah,
then how many
yeah.
customers do you know?
I do not know.
I know you had
I don't know my
309
numbers. I have
last
to
month.
ask my VA
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I know it's been at least hundreds. So in what's today, the 18th?
yeah,
It's the 19th.
I know it's been
It's
awesome.
insane.
I'm like, this
You
is my
still have
birthday month.
over.
I'm gonna rock this month. We're going for new ranks. We're going for new leaps, all the things, and we got all the A-listers coming on here, like explaining social retail. All of
Love it.
you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming here and just all of your knowledge. You are. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for everything, and that's
You
it,
got
you
it.
guys. If you have questions, comment below. Thank you so much, John, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.